Christmas. I'm recording this on Christmas, so happy holidays. What I've been working with lately for the past like format and a half is White Force. So I tried the Snake Eye build before the ban list. It was fine. It kind of pushed through a decent amount, but it was really bricky and kind of died a lot, which kind of sucked. But it was cool seeing like 3 parts of the lore, the Diabellstar lore, working together in tandem. It was really awesome. But today, because I pulled an engraver, I am playing with the engraver package, the Fiendsmith package. So this is Azamina White Forest Fiendsmith. And so we're going to start with the main deck here. So we are running 3 Stellar, 3 LZ, 2 Sylvie, 1 Rucia. Those are the only monsters we're playing for White Forest, and honestly, I'm tempted to cut a Stellar down to 2. Very tempted. Aside from them, we are playing, obviously, 2 Diabell, 1 Soldier, and 1 Tank. And then we are also playing the Engraver package, so 1 Lurie, 1 Fiendsmith, and then 1 Lacrima. So I'm still pretty new to the whole Engraver package, so this seems pretty decent to me. I don't really feel the need to see more than the 1 Engraver, but I'm also not trying to pay like $90 to $100 for another Engraver, so I think I'm okay. And then hand trap lineup, 3 Ash, 3 Ogre. The Ogres could be hit or miss, we'll see. Hitting the dual drive is pretty nice. And then 1 Veiler, strictly because we can search Veiler off of Arciella, and so we don't need more. We could play 2 realistically, but at the end of the day, I think we're fine with that. And those are just monster hand traps. But that rounds out all of the monsters that we're playing. Next is our spells. So we are playing 1 Tails, 1 Scourge, 3 Wanted, only 1 Deception. I thought about bumping it up to 2. The 1 Hallowed, the 1 Tracked, and then 2 Toy Box. So I had Toy Box at 3, but I wanted to make room elsewhere. So realistically, this was the only thing I could cut. Because it's fine, it's a good engine, but I feel like it's going to get replaced regardless, and we're going to take it out, so we might as well just take it out now. Let's see how we feel. And then our traps. So we were playing Woes, Black Goat Laughs, Seal Hat Trick, Paradise, and then our 3 Imperms, which rounds out our hand traps. So I've actually thought about cutting Hat Trick and the Rabbit when we get to it, to put back in our Visas Amatar and the Manating and Reframing. Strictly because I feel like Reframing is just so much better, and it's not easier because we have access to either regardless, but I think it's just a better card to have. A counter trap is fantastic because obviously they can't respond to it, whereas still a Hat Trick is wonderful, but if they have something to get rid of it, well, we're kind of SOL. But this rounds out the main deck. Oh, I also want to get 2 more Black Goat Laughs and play it at a max of 3, because if you go LZ, pitch this for cost, you can chain this going second and call Detonator, and so they can't pop your stuff. It's wonderful. All right, and for our extra deck, we're not playing Beelzemon, though I think the way he looks is very fitting for the combination of the deck. But we are playing for our White Forest 1 Arciella, 1 Diabell, 1 Silvera. So what's great is this can be used more than once per turn. So you summon it off her, bounce it back, and then activate Woes, summon her again, book their monsters. They can't really do anything about it unless they're a fusion deck, then it's kind of hard to stop it. But this is pretty good. We're only playing the Sylvia right now. Until Supreme Darkness comes out, there's not a lot of reason or space to play Arcielago. So Sylvia is all we really need right now because we just want the Omni. Then our Fiendsmith package, we are playing Moon of the Closed Heavens, a Necroquip, Requiem, Sequence. We're actually playing Agnum Day. It comes up and it's kind of cool. I like it. Desiree, and then Wave High King Caesar. Then from there, we just have our leftover generics. So we have our Chaos Angel, which is too good not to play. Silhouette, which might become the Visas Amritara again. And then the SP Little Knight. So that's it. Generically really good, generically very good, easy to make, easy to make. This can switch out. It's also easy to make. Okay, so that rounds out our extra. Now for a side deck. We're on 2 Purge. Might be 3 if I could find a third. I unfortunately sold one before realizing that I was going to be in a position to play it. We have Thrust, Ultimate Slayer, Evenly, D-Barrier, Double Talents, 2 Cosmics, 3 Lancias. So the Cosmics could be removed, but I think back row hate, while it's not like super prevalent, is always really good and always really good to have overall. Duster would be nice, but I think destruction effects because of Detonator are lower impact, so having Cosmic to just remove it is a lot nicer. Purge strictly goes in if we are siding out the Sinful Spoils package, because while it's nice going second, I'd rather have Purge to stop them and then continue plays elsewhere. And it's also a thrust target, so I can thrust for Purge, Ultimate Slayer, Evenly, D-Barrier. Lancia is self-explanatory. It's for Malice, or if people are really playing Ritual Beast still, or Fluonaries. Ultimate Slayer comes up, but honestly, I may take it out. It comes up strictly because our extra deck is so diverse. We have one of each summoning type. Evenly matched obviously makes a lot of sense. D-Barrier makes sense strictly for Ryzeal. It does nothing against Malice or any other Link deck for that matter, but that's why we have Ultimate Slayer. We have options. Talents, I mean, it's talents. Everyone is running a lot of hand traps, or they have the Fiendsmith package or Detonator, so I think we're more or less okay. Okay, so I know this is asking for a lot. Let's say we open up like this. That's asking for a lot. So if we go wanted, we're adding Witch. Then Witch, send whatever. Which effect, add our Deception, or set our Deception. Deception sending. We're adding our Hallowed. And Hallowed, all that goodness. So we're getting our Sylvia. Yeah. So we're adding the Sylvia. And we go Engraver effect. We're adding the Tract. Tract. Lurie. Then Lurie summon back. We're going to link the Lurie off. And I mean, this is everything that you know and you've seen. Requiem effects. So we get our Lacrima out. Lacrima. We're going to dump Paradise. And this is like ideal hand. Have everything you need. And then you're going to, you could, so there's a few things you could do here. If you want to get into a 6 and a 6, because you want to be prepared for, I guess, a nib, if that really comes up, but not really. You could equip this, make this into Necroquip, summon back the Engraver, and then make Wave High King Caesar. Or if you want to save this, I guess it doesn't really matter. But you go Engraver effect, shuffle the Lurry back. Or if you don't want to shuffle the Lurry back, you can shuffle back the Requiem. Say we do this. Do this back. And then from here, make sequence. Yeah. And you go sequence effect, shuffle these three back. So you're gonna fuse. You're gonna fuse for the Desiree. And then you're gonna link these off for Agnum Day. And it kind of feels bad because then it's in the grave and it's more susceptible to Bestials. But at the end of the day, it's fine. Let them waste a Bestial. You go Agnum Day, target Desiree to summon, and then equip itself. And then you're going to go sequence effects, engrave, target Desiree. So now you have up to the link rating. So this is 5. So if you only have a Stellar in hand and you don't have any other spells, you can actually send... I would send the Agnum Day because it doesn't really do anything else. Sequence stops us from being targeted, so they can't like Veiler or Impermit, or I mean targeted at all for destruction or anything like that. So if we go normal summon a Stellar effect, sending Agnum Day. So this is then like your full combo. So Sylvie effect. You're gonna add Tails. You're gonna synchro those off. For RCL effect, you're going to send the Tails. So from here, you can do a few things. You have access to both RCL and LZ because you have Tails that's going to come back. So you can get this gets this. So you can get Woes if you really want, or you can get, what I think is really cool is Scourge. So Scourge is kind of like a hot red. So you tribute a Synchro monster, target, negate, any card that's on field. And then if you've tributed a White Forest monster, you can target an Illusion Engrave and summon it back. So say you use Sylvia effect on your turn. On your opponent's turn, they activate it like evenly or whatever. You go Scourge, tribute, summon the Sylvia back. You're good. Let's say we add Woes, because I think Woes is really prevalent. So then you go chain 1 a Stellar to summon back because you sent a spell or trap for the cost of a monster effect. And then chain 2 Tails to set itself. And then from here, so we have a few options here. So what's really cool is we can go 8. So we go for the Queen. So then we go Queen effect because we used a Synchro Tuner. So we can add back a spell or trap. So say you want to add back a Hallowed for any reason, you're going to get the Deception back, but if you want this back regardless, then you can. But say for the sake of just grabbing anything, we grab Tract. So we can recycle it, we don't need to worry. So then we activate Tails. And with Tails, we are going to add Alzette. Then we go Alzette effect in hand. We're going to send the Woes. So this summons itself and adds to hand any White Forest monster. So this is all one effect in hand. It's not on field. So if you go this, and then you're going to add the Rusia. So then the Woes on a new chain sets itself. And then you're going to go Rusia in hand to summon. So as long as you control a White Forest monster, you can just summon this. And then if you want, if you're greedy, which we kind of are, you're going to go Rusia effect, send that Tract, and you're going to draw a card. So it could be anything. The deck is not shuffled right now, so it could be a hand trap. It could be more engine. It could be just about anything that you might need. And then from here you have bodies. So you have 5 on field. You can make a 6, or you can make like an SP. This is a position where you could make a Silhouette. So say you did that. Say you went Silhouette, hat effect, rabbit effect. So then you get to set the hat trick. And so from there, you have 1, 2, 3 into the Sylvia, which is then 4, 5 Sylvia, hat trick, and then Paradise. So you have at least 7 interruptions plus whatever you might have left in your hand, and whatever you've drawn off of the Wanted and the Rusia. So you have a lot of options, and this is like a really standard end board, really easy to get to. And it's not one card combo. I think it's important that we don't have one card combos. Personally, I think those are ridiculous, but that is a hot take. This is more or less what you're going to see at the end of the day. If we still have the Agnum Day, then this is a 5-card negate. If not, it's okay. It doesn't really matter all that much. A singular negate is fine. But yeah, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for checking this out. Please like, subscribe, comment if you have any suggestions on changes that could be made, your opinions on the deck, what you think is going to happen post Supreme Darkness. Yeah, also go follow my Twitch. I stream there sometimes. I'm trying to be more consistent with it. Right now, I've been between Marvel Rivals and Master Duel. So it's been a fun time. Take a gander, hang out. Thank you for coming to the video. I will catch you next time.